All right, everybody, welcome. I'm just going to check to see if we're live just to make sure everything is good. All right, looks like we're good. All right, so welcome everyone. Happy Monday. I am excited about today's chat and content that we're going to be sharing. So before I jump in, I want to ask all my Shiropreneurs and my goal friends a few questions. So number one, how does your business grow? And are you feeling like you are a Jill of all trades? Like you are just kind of spent doing everything in your business and you don't know if you'll ever be able to get out of that cycle? And or are you someone who's finally making the money that you wanted in your business, but you still feel like a bit of a slave? Well, today is going to be a great topic if you are a woman coach, emerging woman coach, or even an established woman, especially an established woman coach who is making 6 or 7 figures. I have a really, really special guest today, and we're going to really get into it. So I just want to go ahead and say welcome to day 2 of our Goal Inspired Living Challenge. And another amazing goal inspired living conversation with my girlfriend and one of my favorite Shiropreneurs, Brenda Violette. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Kenya Halliburton. I am an online business choreographer. I work with women entrepreneurs with big ambitions and complicated lives. And I help them to build life-friendly businesses and profitable businesses online. So I want to go ahead and welcome our replay viewers. Hello, and welcome to all of you who are joining me live. If you're here, if you would be so kind to just drop a hello and where you're watching from in the comments so that I can say hello and see that you're here. So a bit of housekeeping, feel free to interact with us if you're joining us live throughout the interview. You can also drop your questions and your comments. This is going to be a short conversation, so we're not going to keep you long, but we're happy to engage with you after it's over in the comment section. So don't feel like you can't, hit us up afterwards. And if you find this topic powerful, I encourage you to share this out to any other amazing, brilliant women entrepreneurs, women coaches who are looking to grow their business and be successful online. So for those of you who don't know, this is a Goal Inspired Living. It's part of our Goal Inspired Living Challenge series. We're having these Goal Inspired conversations, and the Goal Inspired Living Challenge is really an 8-day challenge. And excuse me, it's something that I developed with my partner, it's drawing a brain, Beverly Jones Durr. And it's based off our signature program, our Goal Inspired Living signature program. And it's designed to help women entrepreneurs with big ambitions and complicated lives, not just set goals, but learn how to live them. And so in this 8-day challenge, we are taking you through one of the first steps in our process, and it's called the Wheel of Life. And you can get that worksheet by looking in the description section. I believe it's bit.ly/Wheel of Life. You can see that worksheet there. It's like a 4-pager, 2 pages front and back. And what this is going to do is help you to take inventory of where you are so you can get to where you want to be. And so it's a really easy challenge. I shouldn't say easy, but it's a really powerful challenge because it's going to help you stay focused and hopefully create balance in multiple areas of your life as you embark on your success journey. And so for the next 8 days, we're going to be having conversations with experts from each of these areas. And they're going to help us with 3 areas. They're going to give us mindset, strategy, and some action plans that we can use to start having a productive year, a productive first quarter and beyond. So today, one of the key areas that we're going to be addressing is business, specifically online business. And we get to talk to one of my favorite Shiro entrepreneurs, Brenda Violette. And I'm just going to go ahead and get started with introducing her. Brenda Violette is the founder and CEO of Violette Business Services, LLC. It's a business management company that partners with 6- and 7-figure coaches, consultants, and other service providers to scale and grow their online business. Brenda partners with her clients and helps them to step out of the daily grind of running a business. With the concerns of the operation side of their business off their plate, they then have the time and energy to focus on growing their business to higher levels of profitability and reach. Her clients will tell you that her superpower is helping them grow a business they can love again. To learn more, visit BrendaViolette.com. So I'm going to go ahead and attempt to bring Brenda on here. Brenda, I'm going to go ahead and make you the host. I'm going to unmute you, and I'm going to go ahead and make you the host. So if you can, when you get that, go ahead and click your camera on so we can see you.
There you go. Hi. Can you see me?
I can. Hello.
Now, am I looking straight at you? I have 2 monitors, so I've got my picture over here.
You're looking straight at me.
Yay. Okay.
I almost broke out my other monitor today too, but I was like, I'm going to try not to do too much today. All right. So welcome, Brenda. I'm so excited to have you on here. This has been a long time coming.
Thank you, Kenya, for inviting me. I can't wait to talk to your amazing group.
Yes. So Brenda, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your journey, and then we'll dive into the nitty gritty of what people want to know in terms of how to build successful businesses online.
Great. Well, my journey really started from when I got out of business college. I spent nearly 30 years working for small to medium-sized businesses, and then finally 10 years in corporate before I lost my corporate cubicle in 2008. And it was a bit of a jolt because I never pined to be an entrepreneur. And all of a sudden, here I had some choices that I needed to make. And I started doing some research online. This was really at the emergence of the online world and being able to create business online. And I decided that, okay, this is a path that I'm going to take. I was already working a lot, and I was already thinking, when I was in corporate, I was working all the time, and I had accomplished all of my big financial goals, my big business goals. I loved what I had accomplished, but I also was thinking, wow, do I want to spend the rest of my life, 80 plus hours, working, for someone? And then the choice was taken from me. And so there was an opportunity. I stepped into the online world and started transitioning my business skills over into an online platform. Floundered a little in the beginning because I wasn't sure exactly how to do that until I read Tina Forsythe's book, Becoming an Online Business Manager. And Kenya, as you know, I was one of the first ones to join Tina's certification program. I read the book and I knew immediately, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to transfer. This is how I'm going to transition into an online environment. And I took Tina's course, which was invaluable, and became a certified online business manager. And my business has moved for 10 years now. I've been an online business manager. This last year, during my course of all of those years of working as an online business manager, I started to see a new way of serving clients at a higher level. And I repositioned myself in last year in 2018 as a virtual COO. And the virtual COO role is it's a higher level than online business manager. A lot of the same elements, but a much higher, a more direct one-on-one service provider for my clients to be able to get them past 6 figures to 7 and beyond.
Yeah. That's amazing. And so I have to pause for a quick moment and fangirl on you for a quick little bit because we both have a background in online business management. Like you said, we both came to the online business management
Yes.
field through Tina Forsyth. And I remember I actually read her book on the way my husband and I were transitioning from one duty station to the next. And we found, both of us found ourselves in the inaugural class of her program. And Brenda and I and another partner that we had, Cindy, we formed a mastermind, and I got to really absorb Brenda's brilliance and Cindy's brilliance. You know, I think a lot of what I owe a lot of who I am and what I do today to you all. And so this is a real honor for me, everybody. The beautiful thing about what we're getting from you today, Brenda, is I serve emerging women entrepreneurs, those who are, you know, just getting started or just kind of circling the wagon. And a lot of times we don't know what we don't know. And, you know, I've had the opportunity to work with 6 and 7 figure business owners as well. And it's still the same, right? We don't know what we don't know. And so that's why we need people like you. So you talked about the virtual COO position. And I know for both of us, the online business management or manager position was something that a lot of people didn't know about or what it was for a long time. And you've kind of innovated and you know, found an opportunity for a new way to serve your clientele. So can you define for us a little bit more about what the virtual COO is? Because it's definitely a new thing. A lot of us don't even know that this exists.
Yeah, very often you'll hear in the traditional business sense a COO, which is a chief operating officer. And so for me, I developed the virtual COO, which is a seasoned, I'm defining it this way. A virtual COO is a seasoned business and operations management professional who works with the CEO of an online company. The role of the virtual COO is to execute and manage the CEO's business vision and strategy online. And so, for instance, in my client's business, I plan, I strategize, I coordinate, lead, and manage the day-to-day so that my clients can focus their time and energy on being the face of their business and growing her organization to higher levels. So every day I'm managing day-to-day operations. I'm working with her teams to ensure that stuff gets done, developing systems and processes that streamline the business, keep an eye on the budget, which is a big deal, planning and executing marketing plans, collaborating and strategizing with my clients on ways to move the business forward. If you haven't already read the book, if your audience has not already read the book, Rocket Fuel, the one essential combination that will get you more out of your business. It was written by Gino Wickman and Mark C. Winters. If you haven't read it, highly recommend that you read it, no matter what level of business that you're in. So in that book, you're going to learn about 2 roles, very important roles in the business. You're going to learn about the gifts that the visionary brings to the business and how often those gifts are not the same gifts that she needs to be able to run the day-to-day of a business. A visionary needs an additional role in her business when it's time, and that role is called an integrator. That's me. The integrator role is ruthless about making sure that things get done and that all the functions of the business are all working together. And I like to say visionaries need integrators to make their visions come to life.
That's amazing, and it's so powerful. And Brenda, so just so you know, this we're in the middle of a challenge, and
Yes,
that challenge is really designed to help us kind of see where we're underperforming in these different areas of our lives, and identify where we're kind of stuck and idling, and identify opportunities to improve. And so a lot of things that you shared, it reminds me of something that I saw about the importance of the second in command.
yes,
And how a lot of us, we start off our businesses being a one shero show, being the Jill of all trades, because it's necessary. And then a lot of what we know is to just start outsourcing, right? And so we get the people in place, and we have the tools and the technology, but that even with help, sometimes when we get to a certain level, it still doesn't feel like we're not enough.
right.
It's enough to give us the freedom that we ultimately started our business to achieve in the first place. So this is wonderful to have you on, because what you're doing for a lot of my audience is helping them to see what's possible,
Right.
and helping us to see, what we need to start looking at and taking seriously now, so that we're ready for an integrator, so that we're ready for a virtual CEO or a second in command,
Right.
um, like you. So, all of that said, can you kind of give us the mindset that we should wrap ourselves in? How should we think about our businesses so that we're ready for someone like you, so that we're ready for a virtual COO?
Well, first of all, not all businesses are ready for a virtual CIO. And this is about the clarity that you have in your business. And if you're still in startup or you're in early growth, your business is not yet ready for a virtual COO. You need to bring in folks to help you to execute for sure, but you're still going to be in that role of visionary and integrator, because you need to be able to manage them. You need to be able to do the hiring. You need to be able to do the training. You need to be there every day helping them with the issues that come up and making sure that they're getting stuff done. And but if you've decided that in this clarity that you've decided that you actually want a lifestyle business, and I'll explain a little bit about that. A lifestyle business is not focused primarily on profits. It's more about the freedom that that the founders have in the reasons that they created their business is more around freedom and lifestyle, not so much about profits. And so they don't really, even though they will need to hire folks to help them execute certain areas of their business, they're kind of okay. I mean, it's they're still going to run into times where they're going to really feel burned out, because they're hitting that ceiling in their ability to create more revenue in their business. And if you are at that place where you just want to stay lifestyle, you don't want to grow anymore, say for instance, you don't want to grow past 5 figures, and that's okay. It's all in the clarity that you have about what you want for your business. That's okay. So you really do not need a virtual COO at that point. Now, if you are a business where your vision is big and you want to reach as many people as possible, and you want to change the world, and you're sitting on a treasure chest of opportunity for growth, and you're so frustrated because you know that you can increase profits so much more. You know that you can reach more people, but you just can't do it on your own anymore. Then it's time to think about scaling your business. And scaling means being able to grow your business to meet the needs of your market. When you're in lifestyle, you're not going to cap out your market. You don't care about capping out your market. But if you are in this second position that I told you, this second mindset that I was just sharing with you, like my clients are, they've got huge visions, and they want to expand out as far as they can go. They want to grow as far as they can go, and they know that they can't do it alone. And so it's time to bring in a virtual COO to free them up, and the COO will integrate all the functions of their business and run all the back end so that they have the time and space that they need to be able to grow and start bringing some of this stuff out of the treasure chest.
Yes. Yes. I know a lot of times people get those ideas and the grand vision gets stuck behind the walls, and it can be very frustrating.
Exactly.
So that's good. So one of the first things you need to understand is, what type of business do you want to ultimately have?
Exactly.
Do you want to have a lifestyle business, or do you want it to be bigger than you? That's incredible. Okay, so talk to us, still kind of on the mindset.
Right.
What are some of the mistakes or broken mindsets that can sabotage our growth and keep us stuck in a cycle? If, say we want that bigger vision, what are some of the things that can stop us?
Yeah, absolutely. Before I share, I have 6 mistakes that 6-figure entrepreneurs make that keep them stuck. And I want to share this ebook with your group. I've given you the link that you can share with them. We've only got 30 minutes, so I'm not going to go into all 6. I'm just going to talk. But before I do, I just want to share with you this quote from that I just love, from James Wedmore from Business by Design. It just really touches me, and it touches the clients that I work with, is that 7-figure entrepreneurs become 7-figure entrepreneurs because they make the decisions to take the actions to do the things that 7-figure entrepreneurs do.
Oh, I love that.
So how do you expect to become more successful when you don't take the actions that successful people do? And so in my, I wrote this ebook back in 2016, and it was called 6 Mistakes That 6-Figure Women Entrepreneurs Make That Keep Them Stuck. And I outlined 6 mistakes which will sabotage your growth. And so number 1 is doing everything yourself. Number 2 is spending time and energy on the wrong things. Number 3 is failing to delegate. Number 4 is ignoring the physical symptoms of burnout. Number 5 is not investing in yourself. And then finally, number 6, one of the most important ones, is not knowing your numbers. By numbers, I mean your financial numbers, the metrics that run your business, so that you can make sound financial decisions for your business.
Absolutely. Those are really, really strong points. So I hope that you all are writing this down and keep these in the forefront as you move forward, because it'll save you a lot of time and energy. And I love that quote, because it reminds me of something that we often talk about is, being who you need to be and doing the things you need to do so that you can have the life and the business and whatever it is that you want to have. So it kind of encompasses that be, do, have mentality. So we have to be willing to, if we want big, or whatever it is that we want, we have to be willing to do what it takes to get there.
Exactly. So figure out what you want, and then make the decisions and take the actions to do it.
And speaking of actions, let's talk about strategy. What strategies can we employ in our businesses to ultimately free us versus imprison us?
Well, I came up with 3 strategies that really, I feel like, that just kind of encompass everything that we talked about. And that is, first of all, decide what kind of business that you really, really want. I love that song. What you really, really want.
Oh God, don't get that song stuck in my head.
I know. It's going to play in my head all day long. I was listening to it earlier. And then the second strategy is, again, make those decisions to take those actions and do the things that successful people do. And then number 3 is get the support that you need at all levels of your business. No matter where you are in your business, you need support. It may be where you're in early startup and you are needing help to decide really what kind of business do I want. Get the coaching that you need. This is why the coaching industry is so huge, and especially the mindset industry is so huge, because when we're bringing our gifts and talents to the world, we're bringing our genius. It doesn't always, like I said earlier at the top of this call, there's visionaries and there's integrators, and visionaries have big ideas. They wake up every morning with like 20 new ideas. Yeah. And these are the gifts that they bring to their business. But when it comes to being buried in the minutia of how that's going to happen, that's where they need an integrator. And they need others to be able to support them along the way. Get the coaching that you need. Even if you can only get the support and execution on task, even if you can do something on your own, a lot of entrepreneurs get stuck here where they don't want to give up the money. Yeah. They think, or they're kind of enjoying learning these new things. There's like a jillion, bells and whistles out there for us, but not all of those are smart things for us to be spending our time. If you're building a business, your focus has to be on how am I going to grow this business? And then you have to delegate everything else. Even if you like doing something, is it really the best use of your time? Is this what's going to bring more revenue in the door? Yeah. If it's not, delegate it out. Get this coaching support, get the different kinds of team support that you need, coaching, mentoring, masterminds, invest in yourself.
Yeah, those were some pretty amazing points, because I know I've seen a lot of that in the course of the work that I do too. And I know that's a difficult one for a lot of us, is to give up those things that, don't even seem hard or even seem fun, but like you said, aren't where we should be focused based on what
when we start to feel stressed, then we will default back to something easier. I've done it. I still do it from time to time. If I'm feeling overwhelmed where I'm on a thinking project and I just need to get away from it, I'll default, and I have to catch myself, because I'll default to something that I know how to do where I can feel in control again.
That's a good point, because as you said that, I know exactly what it is for me.
Me too.
That's amazing. Okay, so you gave us some really great things to think about. You gave us some great strategies. What is like maybe 1 or 2 things that you recommend that we do to just get started getting ready for growth, or if getting ready for whatever that vision for our business is that we have for ourselves?
Well, I just come back to the most important thing that is so overlooked whenever we're starting businesses is getting clear. Yeah. Getting clear, getting your, getting all your ducks in a row. If you have processes in your business that you, the way that you like to do something, document that, even if it's on a simple little Word document for right now, so that you can pass it along to a team member so that they're doing it the way that you want them to do it. Getting your financial, looking at your finances in a new way. What I use with my clients, and I recommend to everyone, is Profit First. Look at Profit First allows you to, in another book I read all the time, and I also use Profit First in my own business. But Profit First allows you to set up your business in such a way where you will have consistent cash flow to be able to afford things that you need at a certain time, and be wise about this is your budget. With my clients, we have what's called target allocated percentages, and this is our budget. And if I want to hire someone, the budget may not allow for it right now. And I have to think of another way to be able to, or I have to consider that maybe I don't do that one thing right now.
Right.
I put it off until I can afford it. Right.
That's good. That's responsible. And it's brilliant. And I do Profit First. You let me know about the Profit First book, and I
Yes.
started diving into it, and I love it. I just love the shift in the
Yes.
way we traditionally think about accounting and budgeting and things like that. So it's really, really good. So all of these books, make sure that you go grab them, check them out. Listen to this again for those of you who missed some of the nuggets, and because this is really, really great. Thank you so much, Brenda, for hanging out with us. And I've heard so many other topics. I was like, oh, I would love for her to come and talk to us about that. So we'll see what we can.
Well, business and operations management is huge. I could spend the next week talking about everything. Yeah, just unpacking everything.
It's a huge topic, but you gave us some really great insight. So Brenda is offering us a free gift. The free gift is 6 mistakes 6-figure women entrepreneurs make that keep them stuck. The link, I haven't put it in the description section yet, but it is in the comment section. I'm going to, after we're done, I'm going to put it in the description section so you can grab that link from the description section or in the comment section, and get that and keep that and reference that as a nice little roadmap to keep you on course. So thank you so much. I just am honored, and I'm glad we were finally able to do this.
I know, me too. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. You all have a wonderful day, and make sure you fill out your challenge worksheets with some of these things that Brenda shared with us as a way to improve this area of your business. All right. Have a good one. Bye, everyone.